Hey, it's Giselle LaRose coming to you from Surrey, BC, Canada. And today I want to talk about Facebook scams. But first of all, I do want to wish everybody, all my U.S. friends and family, happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. I know it's a big day for you guys, so a lot of you right now are probably at barbecues and cookouts and different fun things with the family. So I just want to wish you guys all that you have an amazing day. And to all my friends in California, I want to make sure you guys stay safe too. And that's one of the good things about Facebook is we can check on our friends when these kind of things happen. So hoping you guys are all safe, and that's kind of the end of what happened today. Hey William, how are you? Hey Richard, nice to see you. So it came up yesterday when Facebook was doing all of its glitchy stuff, and actually Richard, you're on here, so I really appreciate you and where you were coming from. And it made me think, Facebook can be a place full of scammers, right? There actually is. And there's 5 ways that you can protect yourself from those things. Because a lot of what we see on Facebook depends on our circle of friends and different things that are actually attract certain things to you. So if you know how to get rid of those things, then you'll avoid a lot of the scammers and you just won't run into those things. Like I was looking at my comment because Facebook went down, right? It's been going whack for a few days. And anytime that happens, don't ever freak out about it, because it's usually they're just doing updates, like a major update when it goes that whacked, right? But so just get ready for them to be rolling out whatever they're going to roll out in the next few days and weeks. So hopefully it's something better, right? Something to make us more secure. But anyway, so when Facebook's down, you got to think of other things to do. So I want to go to my kitchen, make some Singapore noodles. They take a lot of prep, and I haven't had a lot of time. So I was thinking, I'll go do something I love doing. So with the comments, and one of my friends popped on and said, yeah, Facebook's full of scammers. And I wasn't thinking of it because I don't experience that, and a lot of other people don't have that same experience. So I just wanted to go over some of the reasons why you might have that experience and ways you can avoid it. So we're going to go with number 1. Number 1 is your circle of people on Facebook. Like, who do you have on Facebook? A lot of us have added people randomly over the years, right? And the last couple of years, I've really learned to put a lockdown and be really, really particular about who's in my Facebook family. So you want to really go through, check your groups. Sometimes you get added to groups that you don't even know who they are, and they could be all sorts of sinister types of groups, right? They just add people and then they go change the name and it's something completely different later. So go through all your groups and take yourself out of any ones that you're not active in and that you don't care about. So just do a search on Facebook for groups and you'll be able to see all the ones that you've been adding to. Usually unbeknownst to you, they've actually fixed that problem now. Anybody who's not active in groups, Facebook will automatically delete them. So you will get taken out of a lot of them, but just to be safe, you don't want to be in any of those hate groups or ones that actually are a bait and switch, right? They'll have a title of one thing that sounds really good, and then after they've added like 30,000 people, they'll change it to like booty call or something. And next thing you know, we got all these ads popping up for live sex shows or whatever, right? So you want to go clean yourself out of those. Take a look at your friends list. I know I get requests by guys, and I'm sure girls or women get this, but guys get this too. So you get requested by these women, and they may, be showing all the cleavage and the booty and all that stuff, right? And you might get flattered thinking, they're going to talk to you. But those often are the scammers. A lot of times it's some guy sitting in his underwear in a basement, and he's putting these fake pictures up to attract guys for whatever reasons. Who knows? There could be multitudes of scams with that. So go through your friends list, and anybody who you don't actually know, and anybody who's trying to attract that kind of audience usually isn't up to anything good, unless might be their business. I mean, Facebook is for business if it's a legit one. But I would go clean out your friends list. Like, be really careful who you bring in, right? Same for women. It's the military guys, right? As soon as I see somebody friend request me who's got a military photo, you can always tell they're fake, because you know what? A 5-star general is not going to be frolicking on Facebook, right? There's way too much I know people in the security industry, and they are not allowed to have a Facebook profile. So It's different if somebody's got their regular photos up, right, and they've been in the military, then that's okay. But if they've got photos of them, sitting in the Oval Office, chances are they are not somebody who actually works at the Pentagon or wherever else, right? So get rid of any of those guys too. And a way you can stop having people like that even add you. Like I used to get added like that all the time, but I changed my settings so that only friends of friends can add me, and that took away 99% of the creepers. So now if I get a creeper that adds me, it's usually only one friend in common, and I'll go check with that friend and say, hey, do you know this dude? And I give them a heads up, and then we report and block the profile. That's the other thing you want to do. Don't just block them, but you want to report them too, because Facebook actually is really, really good at getting rid of those kind of profiles. So it's up to us as a community to help them with that, because we got to be the eyes and ears to keep all our friends safe as well. So you'll find that report them first and then block them. And Facebook always gives a response, and they give you an update and they say, yeah, it's against our community standards, and take them down. So that's a good thing. So number 2 is the best way to clean out your friends too is on birthdays, right? Every time there's birthdays, they used to come up and you get the whole list. Sometimes I got like 23 birthdays in a day, right? So you just wish everybody a happy birthday, personalize it, know who they are. But now I actually go to their profile. And even today it happened again. Like, I'm finding people who've actually passed away too, right? And it's like, you go wish them happy birthday, that's not cool. Go check their profile first, but also you can go and see like if they're active, if they've got Ray-Ban ads. If they've got Ray-Ban ads all over their profile, chances are they've been completely hacked already. And so if you don't know them, you might want to remove those kind of people too. So clean them out on birthdays. That's number 2. Number 3 is, if there's scams on Facebook, there's scams in the real world too. It's really not different. I clicked the thing for Firefox like about a month ago, and I think I know what I'm doing, right? But I'll even get caught sometimes, right? So there was a thing on the Firefox when I was doing an update, and it looked completely legit, and it was for, I don't know, something about a Samsung, and I don't even use Samsung, so I don't know why I clicked it, but it turned out to be a virus, and I had to completely scramble to get rid of it and figure out how to get it out of my computer. So, there's scams on Craigslist. You want just, sell a diamond ring and invite people to your home, right? So it's the same kind of thing on Facebook. If somebody's sounding too good to be true, then, that's a red flag. So, we got scams by email. I get the phone scams all the time, all those, phone numbers from places that obviously you don't have friends. So if somebody's not in my phone list and their name doesn't come up, I'm not answering it. So hopefully, I know they just passed a law in the States where they're giving the telecommunications company the power now to block them on their own. And so they're just hoping they don't actually charge people a fee for that, like a add-on your monthly bill. But you know what? I'd pay $1 for that. Easy. So, just treat Facebook like you do the real world, right? Like you wouldn't hang out with a group of thieves, right? Is that your circle? You wouldn't go walking in the nastiest neighborhood, most crime-ridden neighborhood in the middle of night, right? It's no different. So be aware of who you're associating with on Facebook, because they can see your life, right? And, put your stuff on private. I'm on public for most stuff, but some stuff I have on for friends only, right? It's up to you. Number 4, what you click on matters, right? Everything's about algorithms. So if you ever notice that you click on an ad, you see something in the feed for, say, sunglasses. The next thing you know, you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff in the sidebar for sunglasses, right? I think even Alexa's got like a line on this, because sometimes I'll say something, you watch, I'll go to my computer now and there'll be sunglass ads on it. She's listening. But they can tell by the type of things that you interact with, and those are the kind of ads they're going to show you, because that's what the whole model is about. Finding out the target audiences, because you know what, when it's used for business, it can be amazing. I have a lot of friends that have really successful, legit businesses in every type of thing, from health food stores, martial arts studios, motorcycle shops. Yes, Bill, your company is very legit. And we use Facebook for business, and it can be an amazing thing for anything, but you just got to make sure that you can differentiate between the scams and the real people. And it's not that hard if you trust your gut, right? And so, that brings me to the same part. Trust your gut. That's another big thing. If you feel like there's a red flag, listen to yourself, right? How many times have you gone into a profile and your first instinct is, something doesn't feel right. And then the other side tells you, oh, but they look okay. Oh, they've got some friends in common with me. Yeah, they're showing pictures of them and their kids, but something in your gut's telling you that it doesn't feel right. Trust it, because every time I've done that, I've had to go back and delete and block the person. So listen to your instincts and those red flags, and that's another good thing. Trust you, because you're the most trustworthy person you know, right? And number 5 is those dreadful, oh my God, horrible forward and copy and paste and hold your finger and share this with everybody. I mean, think of how you feel when you get somebody, like especially on a holiday like today or Mother's Day, and your inbox is full of people who have held their finger on the same thing and it's gone around to everybody. It's so not personal. It's like I don't even answer them back. And people that do that chronically actually mute their conversations so they don't even come into my inbox anymore. And sorry, I have to be safe on my Facebook and protect my friends, because those things are the ones that can be malware. They're ripping through your entire friends list and all their information and doing data mining and data gathering. So stop sharing those spam forwarding messages. So with that, I want everybody to have an amazing July 4th. If you're in the States, go back to your pool parties and all your fun stuff. Have a great day with your hot dogs and hamburgers and ribs and all that good stuff you guys cook. And for anybody, if you want to private message me, I actually found a really good list of the 5 top scams on Facebook. But when you're searching for things like that, a lot of those sites are scams. They'll come up in the Google search, and a lot of them are actually drawing you in with those headlines, and then they're actually not legitimate sites. You always want to go to a trusted source for these kind of things, and I have one that's a really good trusted source. So private message me. I'll be happy to give you those 5 ways to stay safe of the most 5 common Facebook scams. And everybody have a wonderful day. Love you lots, and we'll see you on the next live. Bye for now.